I'm playing a green.
What should I do?
2 hours later.
Hey guys, look what I found.
What's that?
A rock.
What do you mean a rock?
It's a rock.
What's someone saying about a rock?
Well, can you guys guess how old this rock is?
I don't know, probably a few years.
I'm gonna guess 100 years.
No, you're both wrong. It's probably millions and millions of years old.
How's that even possible?
How could something so simple be so old?
Well, rocks are always changing.
What do you mean?
Can you explain that a little further?
Well, why don't we go ask Professor Kanika?
Well, we have 3 kinds of rocks: igneous, metamorphic rocks, and sedimentary rocks. Igneous rocks are made when lava hardens into rocks. Metamorphic rocks are made when other types of rocks, like igneous rock or sedimentary rocks, are put under a lot of heat and pressure below the Earth's surface. Sedimentary rocks are formed when smaller pieces of rocks are gathered together and compressed to make bigger rocks.
But Professor Kanika, I think I'm still a little confused on how a rock goes through the cycle.
Well, let's look at the story of Rocky here. Rocky used to be an igneous rock at the top of a big mountain. Every day he would get hours of rain, snow, and wind. This is called erosion, and this made Rocky break into a smaller piece and fall down the mountain and into a river. However, the river was too strong and Rocky got swept away. Next thing he knew, Rocky was at the bottom of a river with a ton of other sediments.
Oh no, poor Rocky! What happened to him next?
Slowly over time, Rocky found more and more sediments piling onto him. After being squeezed together very tightly with these other sediments, Rocky decided to become friends with these sediments and become one big sedimentary rock. Over time, though, Rocky got moved further and further underground. As this happened, he was subjected to even greater heat and pressure. This heat and pressure turned him into a different, even cooler rock, which is known as a metamorphic rock. But Rocky's story doesn't end there. As it continued to get hotter, Rocky found that he had melted into a molten rock, or magma.
Oh no, is Rocky alright?
Oh, Rocky was very much fine. Next thing Rocky knew, he was inside this huge magma chamber under a volcano. One day, the volcano decided to blast Rocky outside of it. Once Rocky was outside again, he began to turn very quickly, and he hardened into what he was originally, an igneous rock. And this cycle will continue to go back and forth, and each cycle will take millions to hundreds of millions of years.
That sounds so cool. I just have one more question. How will we be able to tell whether a rock is igneous, metamorphic, or sedimentary?
Well, let's go talk to geologist Kim.
Igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks have very different physical characteristics. Igneous rocks often look much more glazed over and have a smooth appearance, such as an obsidian. Igny says, "I am the smoothest of them all." Metamorphic rocks are very smooth looking and often contain noticeable lines where there are various pressure differences, such as in slate and granite. Metamorphy says, "I have lines all over me and I am very smooth." Sedimentary rocks often have very grainy structures and textures, such as in sandstone and limestone. SETI says, "I have a very grainy surface."
Wow, who knew rocks were so interesting?
Yeah, I think when I grow up, I might want to be a geologist too.
I play a 6.